The leopard is a big cat famous for its agility and unmatched strength in the wild. With its distinctive spotted coat, it can easily blend into its surroundings and appear suddenly to hunt. Its attacks are often lightning fast, leaving prey with almost no chance to fight back. Cunning instincts, combined with incredible leaping ability, make it the silent assassin of the jungle. Each strike is proof of its perfect hunting instincts, unmatched by most creatures. Stay tuned to the video to witness these unbelievable attacks.
Oh.
The African wild dog, a relentless hunter bound together by the strength of the pack, always brings dramatic battles when clashing with the leopard. Unlike many other species, they rarely act alone, but instead coordinate tightly, encircling prey and even rivals with clever strategy. The leopard, famed for its agility and surprise attacks, finds itself in a tense and unpredictable struggle against the unity and tenacity of the wild dogs. These confrontations are a series of thrilling moments, from breathless chases to shocking counterattacks. A leopard crouches low in the tall grass, eyes fixed on its prey. Two wild dogs stroll by, completely unaware of the predator's presence. Suddenly, the leopard bursts out and sinks its teeth into the neck of its victim, causing a cry of pain. Immediately, the pack rushes in to defend their own. The overwhelming strength of the wild dogs drives the leopard into panic, forcing it to flee. Though it escapes, the powerful bite it delivered leaves it too weak to fight back. A tense chase begins when a cheetah accidentally wanders into wild dog territory. In the thick undergrowth, the pack is busy tearing through the brush in search of prey, but with its unmatched speed, the cheetah darts through the thicket and escapes. Up in a tree, a leopard enjoys its hard-earned meal, but misfortune strikes as the prey slips and falls to the ground. Unbothered, the leopard leaps down to continue feeding. At that moment, a pack of wild dogs passes by and catches the scent of the kill. Spotting the threat, the leopard wastes no time dragging the carcass back up into the branches, leaving the hungry pack below as it resumes its feast. The cheetah, the fastest land animal, can accelerate in a flash and race away at unimaginable speeds, making even other predators wary. However, when facing the leopard, battles between the two are far from simple. While the cheetah is agile and unmatched in speed, the leopard holds the advantage in strength and cunning hunting strategies, turning every clash into a tense and gripping showdown. The leopard doesn't hesitate to challenge the cheetah, bringing scenes of mind games and lightning speed that keep viewers glued to the screen. Their encounters are the ultimate display of survival instincts and hunting tactics. Five cheetahs spot a leopard from afar and carefully move closer, step by step. Even though the cheetahs outnumber it, making the leopard seem hesitant, suddenly it charges forward with a fierce attack. The unexpected move terrifies the cheetahs, sending them fleeing in panic without a fight. Across the vast savanna, a tense standoff unfolds between a leopard and a cheetah. They face each other, watching and testing every move. That action enrages the leopard, which immediately charges to drive the cheetah away. A cheetah tries to approach a leopard enjoying its meal, but the cheetah only stands still, staring from a distance, unwilling to move closer. Fearing its prey might be stolen, the leopard suddenly rises, growls, and fiercely chases the cheetah off. Seeing its determination, the cheetah quietly turns away, unwilling to face the fight. Hidden in the dense forest, the leopard is the embodiment of silent death. a solitary predator, cold and calculating. It needs no pack, no display of force. Each step glides through the shadows, guided by a killer's instinct honed through years of brutal survival. Yet the forest is not vast enough for two rulers alike. When leopard meets leopard, both sharp, cunning, and alone, it becomes more than a fight for territory or food. It is a duel of supremacy, where pride and life weigh equally on the scale. Lightning-fast strikes, muffled growls, and unyielding stares compose a survival drama thick with tension. In these clashes, only one remains, not always the stronger, but the one more ruthless, more relentless, and more hardened in the savage game of the jungle.
In the tree.
To the carcass.
The lion, an ultimate
There are
symbol
still
of strength,
plenty of
authority,
his
and
mother
dominance
seems
across
to be
the savannah,
content
has
stashed.
long been feared by every creature. With its powerful frame, piercing gaze, and thunderous roar, it is regarded as an unshakable king of the wild food chain. Yet when it comes face to face with the leopard, a silent hunter armed with incredible speed, fearless audacity, and a killer instinct forged through countless battles, its throne is suddenly challenged. Clashes between lions and leopards are peak encounters in the wild, where there's no room for mercy or retreat, where pride, courage, and life itself are on the line. Each time these two forces collide, it is a breathless moment filled with surprises, where even the slightest hesitation can cost dearly. These are not only dramatic battles, but vivid proof of nature's cruelty, brutality, and unpredictability, where no ruler is absolute, only those strong enough to survive. A lone leopard accidentally wanders into a pride of lions. Terrified, it roars, baring its teeth to ward them off. But the lions have no intention of attacking. In a split second of distraction, the leopard leaps up, bolts into the forest, and vanishes. A brave leopard dares to confront a fearsome predator to protect her cubs. The fight turns savage as they clash with violent bites and slashes. But with the fierce drive of a mother, she forces the lion to give up and retreat. A leopard has just finished a hunt and drags its kill up a tree to feast, when suddenly a lion appears to steal it. The two engage in a fierce battle high among the branches. But without the leopard's natural climbing ability, the lion is helpless, eventually giving up and leaving in frustration, abandoning the prize meal behind. The zebra, with its distinctive stripes and powerful build, is one of the most striking and formidable animals in the wild. Though gentle in appearance, zebras are formidable opponents when confronted by predators. In battles with leopards, they are not easily subdued. With speed and perfectly timed powerful kicks, zebras can catch even a leopard off guard. These encounters are not only contests of strength, but also proof of their survival strategy, as they use intelligence and self-defense to fight off dangerous hunters. After escaping a crocodile's attack, a weary zebra climbs ashore, searching for a quiet place to rest. But before it can breathe easy, a leopard silently creeps closer. Too weak to resist, the zebra lies still, accepting its fate as the leopard leaps to strike. In an instant, the victim is torn apart by the leopard's sharp claws and the crocodile's crushing jaws. In the wide-open grasslands, a leopard lies in wait, stalking two zebras. When the moment comes, it sprints like lightning, but the prey swiftly evades. Startled, the zebras quickly turn back and dash toward the herd. The crocodile, lord of the waters, armed with a crushing bite that can shatter anything in an instant. When the leopard dares to descend to the riverbank for a hunt, the encounter between these apex predators becomes a tense duel of wits. The leopard is swift and agile on land, while the crocodile waits in patience beneath murky waters. One careless step could invite a sudden strike from below that changes everything. But the leopard's lightning dodges and precise pounces have also left the crocodile at a disadvantage more than once. A leopard quietly pads along the lakeshore in search of prey. It spots a crocodile beneath the surface, devouring its latest kill. Tempted to steal the meal, the leopard considers its move. But the crocodile, sensing the threat, bares its razor-sharp teeth and growls. The leopard hesitates, wary of the danger. The standoff unfolds on the bank, yet the crocodile's power and ferocity are overwhelming. The leopard steps back, watching from afar in frustration, unable to claim the prize. By the lakeside, a strange scene unfolds as a leopard shares a meal with a group of crocodiles. Suddenly it realizes too late that the reptiles have surrounded it. Struggling to weave through the circle of crocodiles, it finally squeezes into a narrow gap. Though nearly attacked, the leopard refuses to abandon the feast. After snatching a few bites, it eventually gives up, leaving the kill behind to the overwhelming numbers. At the river's edge, a leopard lowers its head to drink, carefully watching its surroundings. In a flash, a crocodile lunges from the water. Luckily, the leopard reacts in time, leaping back as the crocodile remains motionless in frustration. The leopard, one of the most skilled and agile predators in the wild, carries a spotted coat that glimmers like streaks of light across nature's canvas. Though much smaller than many of the giants of the forest, the leopard possesses hidden strength and remarkable hunting skills. What truly makes it extraordinary is its willingness to face impossible challenges, including jaw-dropping encounters with hippos, among the most dangerous animals alive. While a hippo can weigh up to 4 tons and charge like an armored tank, the leopard relies on speed, intelligence, and its climbing skills to confront the threat. These clashes are not just contests of strength, but battles of courage and wit, where victory belongs not only to the strong, but also to the smart. A leopard crouches by the riverbank for a drink, resting quietly, when suddenly a hippo rises from the water and charges forward, forcing the leopard to flee in an instant. Right after giving birth, a mother hippo struggles to guide her newborn calf onto land, trying to protect it from a leopard lurking nearby. The calf, still weak and unsteady, stumbles and falls again and again, while the mother waits patiently, constantly glancing back to watch over it. But in just one moment of distraction, the leopard launches an attack. Luckily, the mother hippo spins back in time to drive the predator away before checking on her injured calf. The baboon, a primate with a fierce appearance and astonishing intelligence, always keeps the entire forest on edge. They live in large, tightly bonded troops, ready to fight to the end to protect one another. When ambushed by a leopard, baboons often don't flee, but instead launch a shocking counterattack. With ferocious bites, deafening screams, and coordinated teamwork, they can force a leopard into retreat and defeat. Clashes between these two species are always tense survivor dramas, bold and sometimes full of unexpected reversals. This is one of nature's rare battles where the prey dares to strike back at the predator. A leopard quietly approaches a lake to drink, but the area has already become baboon territory. It tries to ignore them and lower itself to drink, when suddenly the troop charges, forcing it to flee. On the savannah, a leopard crouches low in attack stance, silently moving forward as it prepares to strike. Nearby, a baboon is busy digging for food, unaware of the danger closing in. With only a short distance left, the leopard rises and sprints toward its prey, startling it into a desperate run. But the leopard's speed is too great, and the baboon is caught and becomes the hunter's meal. A leopard wanders along a highway, unaware that a troop of baboons is gathered densely on both sides of the road. As it moves forward and charges into the troop, chaos erupts, startling them. The alpha male lunges at the predator, rallying the troop to surround and attack. The leopard, overwhelmed by the onslaught, struggles in pain and finally breaks free, escaping into the forest. The cheetah, the fastest runner of the savanna, boasts unmatched speed, while the leopard is the master of stealth and explosive strength. When these two cross paths, the confrontation becomes a rare contest between velocity and cunning. The cheetah may sprint like an arrow through the wind, but the leopard counters with persistence and sudden ambushes. Struggles unfold where one fights to escape and the other fights to dominate, creating a spectacle both thrilling and overwhelming. Every moment bears witness to the unforgiving wild and the unpredictable mysteries of the animal kingdom. On the green savanna, a leopard strolls calmly until it suddenly comes face to face with a cheetah. Both snarl in warning, neither willing to yield. The leopard tries to move forward, but the cheetah blocks its way. Refusing to back down, the leopard whirls around and charges headlong at its rival, determined to push through at any cost. In Kruger National Park, a cheetah rests with its two cubs when a leopard bursts in, seizing one of the young. Horrified, the mother cheetah leaps to the rescue. But against the stronger foe, every attempt fails. In the end, the cheetah flees, leaving its cub behind in despair on the open grassland.
Oh no.
From a rocky perch, a leopard watches two cheetahs sitting unaware on the grass below. Lowering its body, it creeps closer unseen. When one cheetah wanders off alone, it becomes the target. The leopard springs in to attack, but fortune intervenes. The other cheetah notices and rushes in to defend. Together, they drive the leopard away. The lion, known as the king of the savanna, radiates unmatched power and authority. Yet when it clashes with the leopard's stealthy and daring, the encounters become full of surprises. The leopard's speed and cunning often put the lion in unbelievable situations. On the other hand, with just one fierce counterattack, the lion can flip the fight in an instant. Every showdown between these two top predators is dramatic, intense, and breathtaking to watch. Follow the video to witness nature's most unexpected moments. A leopard out hunting wanders too close to a lioness lying in ambush, unaware of the danger. The moment it realizes, panic sets in and it bolts, with the lioness giving immediate chase. Luckily, the leopard scrambles up a tall tree, escaping the pursuit. A leopard accidentally stumbles into a pride of lions, snarling and baring its teeth in desperation to defend itself. Surprisingly, the lions show no interest in attacking. Seizing the chance, the leopard dashes off at lightning speed, vanishing into the forest. Another leopard finds itself tracked by a lion without even knowing, until it glances back. Fear takes hold, but it stays calm, crouches low, and quickly climbs a nearby tree. The lion watches silently from below. The giant python, the silent assassin of the jungle, renowned for its crushing coils that can bring down even massive prey. When it crosses paths with the leopard, the clash becomes a rare spectacle. On one side, lightning speed and sharp claws. On the other, relentless patience and terrifying constriction. Sometimes the leopard fights with ferocity to break free, sometimes it falls victim to the suffocating grip. Each moment is filled with tension and surprise, impossible to look away from. In a grassy field, a leopard spots a python basking in the sun. Curious, it edges closer, only to be struck as the snake attacks. They collide in a violent struggle. The python coils tightly, while the leopard's sharp jaws sink in. The pain forces the python to loosen its grip, allowing the leopard to break free. In the end, the snake retreats, defeated. Out on the savannah, a leopard gnaws on the carcass of a python. After a while, it drags the body up into a tree, securing the meal within its territory. A leopard feasts after a successful hunt. From afar, a python slithers closer, drawn by the scent of the kill. Sensing the intruder, the leopard snarls and bares its teeth before quickly carrying its prey away.